slept with my ex's mother to get back at her. My ex was an absolute piece of crap. Throughout our relationship, my ex Jess knew that I was subpar looking, and she was super pretty, and she sure took advantage of it. In her defense, I never stopped her, and even though I knew that her laying hands on me was not right, I put up with it. It got so bad that she would get with guys in clubs right in front of me, and cheated on me a countless number of times. However, she was the one who stole my V card, and it made me fall in love. She could do nothing wrong. To me, her poop ain't stink. My mother always told me she did not treat me right, but I never listened. Looking back at it, Jess humiliated me over and over and I did nothing to stop it. I was acting like Adam 22, completely oblivious to how effed up our relationship was. The cherry on top was that she was the one who broke up with me, not the other way around. And what did I do to deserve getting broken up with? She just got tired of me, in her words. We attended the same college, so I saw her the next week with a new guy already. This guy was about 6'4", black and built. I knew he was laying that pipe better than I ever could, and so I cried about it. I saw how she looked at him. She never looked at me like that. That night, I reached the void. I went home and rubbed one out to the thought of her getting plowed by the black dude, who may as well be named Tyrone. That post-nut was wild, so wild, it inspired me to make a change. I looked at myself in the mirror. You just went ham on your meat dry to the thought of a big black dude railing your abusive ex. What is your life? That is the night I changed. However, my motivation was short-lived. I started the gym to get in shape the next day, but quickly found that the rough bar hurt my little soft tender hands and stopped my workout. The same night, I rubbed one out again, this time, to the thought of my ex and I progress was being made. Once again, post-nut. Was hard and I was determined to try hitting the gym again. I had already bought a membership, so I may as well use it. So I went to the gym again the next day. I was humbled when pressing the bar was hard. Halfway through my workout, my nightmare came true. Look who comes in, Jess and her new boyfriend Tyrone. Jess and I made eye contact, and I pretended not to notice as Tyrone benched 315 for a set of 5. My jaw was on the floor, and Jess' undies may as well have been, by the way she was looking at him. While I was curling the measly tens, Jess saw me and cracked a smirk. I felt so humiliated. Jess and my newfound hatred for her became my motivation. Every day, I'd get up and hit the gym, eat right, and continue to study my butt off. I was improving. About 6 months in I looked at supplementation as I had become a gym fiend. I moved on from barely pressing the bar to pressing 135 for 6. During my quest for supplementation, I decided to look at some other supplements, other than your standard whey and creatine. Being the nerd I am, I knew testosterone was my key to becoming Tyrone. Throughout the 6 months, believe it or not, Tyrone left Jess after he caught her cheating, and we talked occasionally at the gym. We got to know each other and bonded over our distaste for Jess. Through my talks with him, he mentioned he recently got his blood work done, as required for the college football team, and the test showed he had stupidly high testosterone levels. He is the one who told me to look for supplements for increasing test. And so I did. I scoured the internet till I found a supplement called the King Maker on Amazon. I bought it and showed it to him. Tyrone was happy for me. It arrived and I started taking it, and the results were clear. Over the next 6 months, I rarely saw Jess, but my distaste for her remained. I grew stronger and fitter, while maintaining good grades, and had better energy levels each morning. I was attacking each day with my new supplement. I never intended to sleep with Jess' mother. It was a bizarre accident. Tyrone actually knew her really well. Jess introduced him to her while they were together, and Tyrone would often joke about how much he misses Jess' mother more than Jess. He told me that he actually tried to move on her before, but she was not into black guys. However, he pointed out that I was exactly the kind of guy she liked, white, slightly nerdy, but with a slightly muscular and toned physique. I asked him if he still had her number, and lucky me, he did. I texted her that very same day, told her I was a 28-year-old guy, and a friend of mine showed me her pictures and I thought she was smoking. To my surprise, she replied. I was really going to F my ex's mother. She asked what friend, and when I said Tyrone, her replies increased and became suggestive. To make a long story short, she invited me over when her house was free. Considering I was never introduced to her by Jess, I knew that being recognized was not an issue. Within a week of texting, we boned. And oh my god was it watery, King Arthur could not pull me out. We did not just do it once, we did it multiple times, and over the span of the 2 months that we had intimacy regularly, she fell in love with me. I felt kind of bad, this was not my intention, but I had to go out with a bang. That is the way of a king. I invited her out to dinner, a fancy place, and made hints at me asking her to be my girlfriend throughout the night. As I was dropping her off, she asked me if I wanted to come in. That is when I dropped the bombshell. Sorry ma'am, but I have no intentions with you, I'm Gilbert, asked Jess about me, and drove off. I was bombarded with calls and texts from Jess for weeks to come, but I was too busy, in the gym, getting my mojo on.